Gotta say, I'm pretty disappointed in myself. Too much Wendy's.
Shit. They would laugh.
What are you up to, Dave?
God. Well, I'm jumping back in the job search, which is just generally very stressful and irritating. But the current strategy is to take two part-time jobs which have presented themselves to me. One with RMF, which is like kind of a nice
Administrative
menial,
assistant.
yeah, like kind of.
Getting the coffee.
That's
coffee.
Yeah, well, that's like the money maker, I guess. Funnily enough, and then the other one is with like a needle exchange program with Equitas, where Brian works. So that would be the more like passion project thing where I could hopefully like, I guess start moving into the career direction I want to go to.
Get out of auditing?
Yeah, which no one, it's every time I see my friend Zach, he always asks if I'm like an accountant or something. No one really knows quite what I do.
You've described it to me many times and I still don't quite understand it.
Yeah, it's like that would be nice, and together the two would get me like 40 hours a week, and it would pay like decently well, but the big issue is just that I wouldn't have health care if I did this.
Yeah.
And so that is obviously not fun. But so I guess the idea would be that I would just kind of suck it up and not get sick or anything for like a year and a half.
Yeah, I guess might as well do it while you're like 24.
Yeah, that's
Dude,
kinda,
you're 24 now. Fuck.
Yeah, that's kind of the idea, and that's why I think I haven't totally decided if I would do it if I got both the jobs, but
Hey, at least let fate decide so far.
yeah. Well, yeah, and I feel like I probably would, just because like I'm starting to go crazy at my current job, and yeah, I don't want to retire after 35 years as an auditor and be like, damn, I should have done something better. Don't pan down on my shame.
Can you give an update on the status of your parents? Last we
yeah.
heard they were stuck in another country.
Yeah, let me think. Yeah, so last we heard they were allowed to disembark in the capital of Cambodia, which I can't pronounce. It's like Phnom Penh or something. But so they were there and they were kind of quarantined in a hotel, but they were allowed to kind of wander around, and they had like the U.S. embassy and the Canadian embassy and the Australian embassy. They all had tables set up to like help their wayward citizens. But so they were there for a little while, and then one person from their cruise flew somewhere else, but then they tested positive for the coronavirus.
Oh shit,
So,
really?
Yeah, so suddenly they thought it was totally clean, the whole ship, but then that person tested positive, so they had to kind of reevaluate and retest everyone. So so they had to do that in the hotel, and they were just kind of waiting. And then eventually they got tested and they all got clean bill of health. So then the cruise company set up their flights to come back home. So they went.
The cruise company paid for all this?
I think they paid for it. I think they chartered flights for like everyone, I guess. But yeah, so then they just like yesterday they flew from Cambodia to Tokyo, and then Tokyo to Houston, then Houston to Columbus, and they got back like 1 p.m. tomorrow.
Tomorrow?
Yesterday. It's funny that I say that because the time zones confused me like the whole time they were over there, because I can never work out. Because it's like, they're 12 hours different, I know, but I've just never learned if it's 12 hours ahead or behind. And then when you're flying between
I think
places,
they're ahead of us.
it's even more confusing. Yeah, so all I know is they're really tired now.
Rise in the east, set in the west, right? Does that make sense? Does it?
I don't know. I'd have to think about like astronomy to like work it out. So
I love that in like Harry Potter, astronomy is such a big deal in their lives, and it's like we never think that shit. Actually, okay. What is with the sudden resurgence of everyone in zodiac signs? I saw on Twitter today Squidward talking about zodiac signs, man.
Squidward? Like a verified Squidward account? Oh.
Pisces, sign of the fish. If you're a Pisces, people don't trust you. That's because Pisceans tend to lie all the time. Even when they think they're telling the truth, they're not. For the Pisces who wants to stop lying, I have simple advice. Never talk again. My prediction for Pisces in the year ahead. Your nose will keep working just fine. I'm your Nicktoon astrologer, Squidward, reminding you that psychics will tell you good things if you tip them well.
Yeah, so
I'm so scared.
even SpongeBob is in on